This conference will now be recorded.
Mahesh, is my voice audible?
Yes, now you are audible, Ram Mohan.
Okay, thank you.
So, Radhika, can you hear me?
Yes.
So here, yesterday, whatever the project we had designed is, so here, we are just moving for the design center option. So yesterday, whatever the project we had designed is, if any of the user can come into our application, they can visit our application and use the get method in order to retrieve the data based on the destination parameter. By using the query parameters, they will be able to request it. And whatever the data we will be receiving as our response here is a statical data. Since we are not having any of the connectors over here, so we are just moving for it. So here, after booking a flight ticket, what is the message as a response? We just need to display it for the users. So in this HTTP method, there are get method, post method, and the other methods as well, which are available. So the post method is used to get the message as a response over here. So how the post method will work? For example, let me take, I'm just moving to the Amazon website. Okay. So whenever we are requesting it according to the Amazon website, okay, we are able to get the total data as our response by using the get method. And here by using the query parameters, we are able to request it. In a technical terminology, we can say that from the Google database, we are fetching the total data from the Amazon table. And if I just click on this URL, so here we are able to fetch the total data from the Amazon database from the home table, because whatever the page is displayed for us is a home page, and how we are getting this total data as our response by using the get method, because the get method is used to retrieve the total data as our response based on the requested parameter. And if you are requesting it according to any of the parameter here the Amazon people are also using the query parameters in order to request it according to the parameter, and we are able to get the total data as our response here. So here in a technical terminology, we can say that we are fetching the total data from Amazon database and from the watches table. If I go for any of the product over here, so here we are getting the total specifications as our response by using this get method. Okay. In a technical terminology, we can say that from the Amazon database, okay, and from the Amazon database, we are able to fetch the total data from the Amazon database. From the VVL digital sport watch table, we are able to fetch the total data as our response by using the get method. But when I click on this buy now product over here, and after providing all these credentials like address and everything, so when I click on the confirmation tab in order to book an watch over here, so first what it will do, it will go into the inventory and check whether the watch product is available here or not. If the watch product is available here, then we are able to display a message response like the product had been confirmed. And if the watch product is not available in the stock, okay, then it will display an error message like the product is not available in the stock, please try again after some time. So these kind of messages we will be able to display it as our response. But how we are able to display these messages as a response? By using the post method. So here we are able to display these two messages as a response by using the post method, and the post method will be performing the service orchestration internally. Because whenever we are clicking on the confirmation of the product, first it will move into the inventory and check whether the product is available in the stock or not. If the product is available in the stock, then only it will be able to display the message response in the browser, or display the successful message. If the product is not available, it will display an error message. So here, so after getting this destination parameters as our response, based on the destination parameter, we are able to get the data as our response. For example, if I choose one of the ID in order to book a flight ticket, so what is the message as a response? I just want to display it for the users. Either I just want to display the successful response for the users, or else I just want to display the failure response for the users. Okay, so here exactly in the straight line. Okay, so once again I will explain the structure of our Anypoint platform design center. So whenever we are just moving for the Anypoint platform design center, 4 options will be available for us. First one is files, where we can see the total details of our project, and this is called as a designer, where we can design our APIs. And below, whatever the option we are getting, that is called as a shelf, where we can drag and drop the options from the shelf to the canvas. Based on the requirement of our project, we can design our API, and we are able to get this total data as our response over here. So here on the right hand side, whatever the option we are having is API Get Console, where we can display the responses graphically, and it is a third-party tool which is used by the MuleSoft people in order to display the responses graphically. So here, exactly in the straight line, because as I said for you, if you are going at the corner, Radhika and Ram Mohan, can you see any of the options here below? Get method, post method, any of the methods? But when I provide one space, can you see it?
Yes.
So here, based on the spaces, we will be getting the options, because this RAML, we are designing the RESTful services by using the RAML. RAML stands for RESTful API Modeling Language, and based on this RAML itself, we are just developing designing our APIs. And this RAML code is internally supported by YAML, which is nothing but yet another modeling language. here, this yet another modeling language, it will be having the space issues. Based on the different spaces, we will be getting the different options in the shelf. Okay, so I'm just going to pick the post method from the shelf now. So here, under this post method, I don't want to display it as a post for the users actually. So whenever we are moving for design center or any of the options, for example, in Amazon, here all the options will be displayed differently, not the post get method or something else. Okay. So exactly in the same way, I just want to display it, okay, as an add the flight. So here, whenever some of the user comes and clicks on this add the flight option here, so in the real time, how it will be visible? In the real time, it will be connected to the database. So all the flights data will be displayed for us as our response. And from it, we are just going to choose one of the flight ID in order to book a flight ticket in it. So here, since we are not connected to any of the database, so statically, I am just picking a body part in order to show for the users that, for example, if we had booked a flight ticket, okay, and in order to show that example data, since we just need a body part, I had chosen the body part over here. Just a minute. So here, since we are just getting a body part, I just want to display the ID in the application JSON format as an example. So why I just want to display it in the application JSON format, not in the XML? Because yesterday, as I said for you, the application JSON format is human readable language. And when compared with the XML format, the JSON format is lightweight, maintainable, and scalable. So that is the reason we are doing it in the application JSON format over here. And as an example, so here under this example, for example, since I just need to code this ID in the JSON format. So the JSON format starts with the curly braces and ends with the curly braces. And in the JSON format, we will be having an input field and output response over here. So here in JSON format, there will be an input field and output response which will be available. And in between them, there will be a colon symbol which will be persisting in it. And here we can configure a number of fields over here. So here this format we had configured it. Up to here, what is the code we had coded over here? If any of the user is coming into the post our flights application, and if he is just clicking on the add the flights option over here, so here we just want to display them that this is the flight ID which I just want to book. Okay, and when I am clicking on the confirmation tab, I just want to display the message as a response for the users. So here, since we have not configured the responses, so nothing is displayed over here as our response. So whenever we are moving for the post method, in order to display the response, we just need to configure the responses over here. And whenever we are configuring the responses should be exactly below the post method, get method, or whatever the methods we are using. So exactly below the post method, I just want to configure the responses, but the display name is available. So exactly in the straight line of display name, we are just moving for the responses. And whenever we are moving for the responses, for the post method, since we are just creating a message, after booking a flight ticket, we are just creating a message like the flight tickets had been booked. So I just want to display the successful response for the users. So I am just choosing 201 created status code. So here under the responses, if you are just going to choose the 201 as our successful status code in order to display the message for the users. So I just want to pick the body part in order to display the response for the users. And if we are just getting a body part, in which format I just want to display the response for the users, either in the application JSON format or an example. So I just want to pick it in the application JSON format and treat everything as an example over here. So here, message, slides added, but not really, is what I just want to display it for the users. So here, whatever the response we are providing is an example response, and whatever the flight ID we have provided here is an example flight, as we know. Okay, if any of the user comes into our application, then in order to book a flight ticket, if I click on the confirmation tab, I just want to display this message as a response for the users. That is what we had configured over here. So any doubts, Radhika and Ram Mohan, for both of you?
No,
No, Radhika? Hello, Radhika. Actually, I cannot hear you. Your voice
no,
is breaking.
no doubts.
Okay. So, Radhika, are you in front of PC now?
Yeah, yes.
So, can you design it in 5 minutes or something so
Yeah,
that we can go for the next? Sure.
yeah, sure.
So, in the meanwhile, call Ram Mohan as well since he's facing some network issues. I'll just say him to rejoin. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, done, Mahesh.
Hello, Ramohan. Can you hear me? Just a moment. Let the Ramohan to be finished. Ramohan, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
So, Ramohan, are you having any
Hello.
doubts in this post method? Can you hear me? Hello, Ramohan, can you hear me?
Actually, yes.
Ramohan, are you having any doubts in this post method? Hello. Any doubts in this post method, whatever we had designed, and why it is useful?
No doubt. But actually, I got a red mark. I got error in the whatever the class you have discussed in the yesterday.
Okay. Can I make you as a presenter then? Can you show me your screen so that I can rectify it?
Today I didn't done this post method. I have not completed this
Okay.
post method. I have got
Yeah, just
error.
do it. Just do this post method as well. Since these
Okay.
are the initial sections itself, just complete this as well. Okay.
Yeah, I
If you are
will.
complete. Okay. So
Mahesh,
we'll be
this
going.
is Mahesh. This
Yes.
is body, correct? Body. We are passing body as a request and response. The request,
Yes.
right? For example, if I want to add some headers, also I can add here only, correct?
Yes. You can add the headers, but that option is not provided here in the API Kit console. We can add the headers in the Postman when we are checking it or something. Okay.
But while designing the API, it will not allow us to add the header.
If you want to add the parameter name and value, you can add it here like headers. Okay, but we had not configured any of the query or something here. This is just the post method. We are not using it.
No, actually, I didn't get you, Mahesh. So here the option will not come.
We are not retrieving any of the data over here, right? Whenever we are retrieving the data at that part of time, okay, when we are using the get method, at that part of time, we can add the headers. Since this post method is used to display the message as a response, so no need to
But
provide the header values here.
yeah, but if I want to add the header for the post also I can add, right? It will allow, right?
Yes, you can add. Okay, as I had shown it for you, right? Parameters here, name and value, parameter name, parameter value.
So how it came? The parameter values automatically it came, or
No, I just had clicked
the
on query
parameter? Yeah. Oh, okay.
the plus, it came. Okay. If you are clicking on add parameter here, you will be able to get it.
But that will go to as part of URL, right? Query parameter.
Yes.
But if
What
I
I am
want
saying.
to pass it as a body header,
Body header, this here they had not mentioned it. You can add it in the Postman if you want. Postman is a tool which is used to display the responses that we are going in the upcoming sessions. I'll display Postman for you, okay? When we are connecting to the database. See here, this Postman is a different tool.
no, I know Postman, but my thing is here the designer
You know
level.
the Postman, you could have understood it, right?
Yes, I know this.
The headers and body, yes. Yes. Here in the body, you can paste it, okay? Body, headers, whatever you just want, okay?
Yeah, here I can pass headers, but our designer, even our project
Yes,
designer,
that is what I'm
designer will
saying.
not.
In our designer, there is no option. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, but without definition also it will accept, correct?
Yes.
Even here there is no option for define it.
Adding
But
yes. Okay, this is just used to display the response graphically, the API Kit console. this. Hello, Rammohan, are you done with it? So that we can go for the next API designing. Hello, Rammohan.
Completed,
Hello.
Mahesh.
Okay.
Yeah, completed.
So Radhika, you are also not having any doubts in it, right?
Yeah. No doubts, Mahesh. You can do it.
So, like today we are just going to design a couple of APIs like post method. Already we are done with it. We will be designing the get by ID method now. So previously whatever we had done is we had used the query parameters. That means the question mark symbol in order to request it, okay? According to the given destination parameter, exactly like Amazon. Now I just want to use the URI parameter, the slash symbols, exactly like Anypoint Platform, how we can retrieve the data by using URI parameters. So since we
Hello,
had
Mahesh.
already used, yes?
Yeah, can you tell
Hello?
me how can you identify from where you can start example post method is starting exactly in line with the get method, like that. How can you start other remaining like that
Okay, the
body
put method, the get method also we are going to design it.
responses? Yeah,
Responses you are,
but how do you know? where can we start from? How can we know?
Okay, here as I
Actually,
said for
after a completion
see
of
here, the get method is used to retrieve the data. If you type HTTP methods, you will get the total details. So only these are the methods which are available. Whatever the methods we are using, mostly you would be using those methods itself. Okay, in the real-time projects. Okay, in rare cases you will be
okay,
getting the other methods.
I'm not asking about the methods. I'm not asking about the methods, but you have to type the response which is starting from where we need to start. How can you identify responses is starting from here like that?
Response is starting from here in the sense we just need to design. That is our work in order to identify, right? We just need to design it. See here.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. How can you identify?
Here, just a moment, Ram Mohan. If see here, up to here, what is the API which we had designed? Can you let me know? If any of the user comes and clicks on add the flight option, this is the flight ID which we had chosen, right? In order to book a flight ticket, right?
Yes.
Previously, I had shown Amazon example also for you. So here, after clicking on any of the product, if you click on buy now product or something, okay, after providing all the credentials, when we click on the confirmation tab, at that part of time, the post method will come into play. Okay, and we just need to display this response.
Okay.
Okay, so here up to here, what we had done, see if any of the user comes in to add the flight option, try it. Okay, and here if you are just going to book the flight ticket in this ID, when I am just clicking on the confirmation tab, now I just need to get the response. This we know it, right? When we are sending the request, we should get the response, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And so now we
Yes.
had configured the responses. So up to here, request is happened, and from here the response we are retrieving it.
Okay. That's not my question. Response actually, after after departure line, then if you enter here, it will automatically goes to the response line, or we have to select the place where we will
we just need to go for it. We just need to go for it. We just need to go for it. Actually, yesterday also I said for you. Below the methods, we need to put the responses. Already below the post method, we are using the display name, right? So exactly in the straight line of display name, I pick the responses. Straight line.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
So Ramohan, any doubts in it?
Okay, Mahek. Yeah, no doubts. Okay.
No doubts, right? Okay. So here, guys, already we had used the get method. So now I just want to retrieve the data based on the ID parameter. Okay. So what I am just going to do is, we cannot use a single method in one resource name at the same time. So I am just typing slash and colon in order to create an ID resource name. And this ID resource name, I just want to put it in the curly braces. So previously, when we had created the flights resource name, we had not applied any of the curly braces. Why we are applying the curly braces now? So here, what I just want to do is, by using this URL itself, I just want to request everything. So by using this slash symbol, it will be able to pick the URI parameters. And since I just want to call this ID value dynamically, I am providing the curly braces. So just after typing it, if I am just moving for the get method, so up to in these two lines, what is the API which we had designed? If any of the user can come into our ID resource name in our flights application, they can go for the get method. So by using the slash symbol, it is able to pick the URI parameters. And how we are able to call this ID value? We are able to call this ID value dynamically by using this curly braces. So total combined resource name, and from the resource name itself, we are calling URI parameters and ID value. And by using the get method, we are able to get the total data as our response. So previously, what we had done, we had used the query parameters, destination, and everything we had configured it below. But instead of configuring it below, by using the resource name itself, I am just calling the URL parameters and everything over here. Did you get it, Ramohan and Radhika?
Yes, Mahesh. For example, if I have multiple parameters, right? So how can we separate that? Again, slash,
Yes.
again, slash field colon
Yes,
something.
actually this is a single API. If you want to go for multiple APIs, that we can combine it in the AnyPoint Studio.
Sir, AnyPoint Studio, okay.
Yes.
Okay. But in the definition, we should have to define only one, correct? Even if I
Yes.
have multiple columns also, ID, name, something, 2 or 3 parameters are there. But in the definition,
Yes,
I
we
have to
can
provide one.
define
But in
only
the
one in
API
one
Studio,
API. Yes, for example, here in Amazon, see here, when we are going for, see here, get bit by tomorrow, get it in 2 days. These are two different APIs and two different parameters. If I click on it, this option will be selected. If I click on next option as well, two options will be selected, multiple parameters. Okay. In this way, in the same way, we will be having brands and everything over there. Each and everything is an API over here.
yeah, correct.
Okay. Ramohan, did you get it? Hello,
Yeah,
Ramohan.
yes, Mahesh. Yeah, yes, Mahesh.
Actually, I guess you are facing some network issues, right?
No, actually, I have muted my mic.
Okay, sure. So guys, if you are able to get it, okay, after providing any of the ID, if I just want to get this, retrieve the total data as our response after sending the request. So what are the responses I just need to choose? So after sending request, we just need to configure the responses. So now we are going for the responses. And whenever we are going for the responses should be exactly below the get method, post method, whatever the methods we are using. So here we will go for the responses directly. Under the responses, since I just want to configure the successful response, I am just picking 200 as my successful status code. And if I am getting in 200 as my successful status code, I just need a body part in order to display the response for the users. So if we are getting a successful status code and then body part in order to display the response for the users, in which format we just need to display the response for the users, either in the application JSON format or in the XML format. So we are just moving for the JSON format since it is lightweight, maintainable and scalable over here. And we are just picking everything as an example. So here I just want to configure ID. So guys, just script it because this JSON code will be useful for us in the upcoming sessions as well. Okay, if you miss any comma, colon or anything while deploying our application, it will throw the exception. So whatever the responses we are displaying here are the statical responses. That's a date. And after sending the request now, okay, based on any of the ID, it will only display this ID as our response. And when we will be able to get this dynamical data as our response, if I am requesting it according to 5, when it will give 5 response, 5th ID as our response, when we are connecting it with the database in the AnyPoint Studio. As per now, it is giving the statical response for us. Okay. So any doubts for anyone, guys?
Mahesh, for example, if I have any mismatch in the JSON structure also, that will give you the response, correct? Or else we have to define the exact response.
Yes, sometimes it will give the response, but while going for the deployment, it will throw the exception in the error logs. If you miss some comma, colon or anything, okay, or a quotation here, if you miss this quotation as well, it will give the error.
No, not that one. Then I'm asking, here we have defined one JSON structure. Okay, we have some elements, destination, departure gate, something is there.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. So, but the original response will replace with this successful response in the
yes,
real
yes.
time.
When we are developing it in the Anypoint Studio.
Yeah. So, for example, if any element is missed or any condition is not satisfied, that will throw error, or still it will
No,
give
no,
you the
no. It is
response.
just a statical data. It is not at all compared with the destination. Okay, it is just an example structure.
Okay. But if the structure is different, also it will not provide you any error. Correct?
Yes. No, no, no. It will provide the response if the structure is different as well. Okay. If we are
Yeah.
connecting to the database. See, this is
Okay.
example data. Whatever we will be getting is a dynamical data. At that part of time, this will not come into picture. Only that database table will come into the picture at that part of dynamical response.
But what is the purpose of here we are designing the JSON structures and
Designing
garbage?
is nothing. See, what is the purpose of Outlook of Amazon now? What
No,
is the
no.
purpose of Amazon? What is this fashion? Why they have provided these options? Because they just want to display us that these many options are available in Amazon, right? So exactly in order to see how many APIs are available to the format structure of an API for our application, we are designing it.
Okay, but what I'm thinking is, so the request and response, the JSON structure and all, this is for validation purpose. For example, if they are providing some response, that will come and even check here the whether it is matching with the defined response or
Don't
not.
need to worry, Radhika, because we are just going to import this project. At that part of time, you will be knowing the exact thing what we are doing.
Oh, okay, Mahesh, go ahead.
And you are connecting to the dynamical database, right?
Hmm. Static is just for dummy, right? So we can you can give
Yes.
anything. No need to compare with
Yes.
the original response structures.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Mahesh, go ahead.
Okay. And Ramohan, any doubts for you in this API? Ramohan, are you in mute again? Okay, if you're not having no doubt, if you're having no doubts, guys, can you design it and let me know?
No, what happened, Mahesh? Just you put get method get only.
Yes.
Can I define the
Hello,
request and
Radhika?
response? Yeah, Mahesh.
Yes. You can design it, okay?
Yeah, I can.
Mhm.
Yeah, done, Mahesh. It is coming.
Hello? Hello? Radhika?
Yeah, Mahesh. Yeah, done. My end, Mahesh.
Okay, okay. Okay, Radhika, if you're done with it, you can leave the session. Actually, Ram Mohan is having some doubts, okay? Like regarding some, he's not from the IT background, so I'll just have a
Okay.
conversation.
Yeah,
Okay,
thanks. Thank you so much.
sure, sure. Thank you. Ram Mohan, you can speak now.